So we're heading up, and it's a bit of an uphill walk up to Exemption. It's a bit of a rundown, well, I wouldn't say rundown, more of an alternate part of Athens. Lots of graffiti, lots of posters around, but even in the last 18 months it's changed quite a bit. A lot of new development, refurbishments and etc. coming in. Even like this one here, that's a new hotel. But this is what we do every Saturday morning. We head up to Exemption, where all the farmers come up and drop off their fresh fruit and vegetable. There's some bargains to be had, and it's a lot fresher than what you get from the grocery store. We left Australia probably 2 weeks ago now. We got out of there. Man, that was an experience and a half. A lot of work went into that. Yeah, exiting Australia was really difficult. We went back in November last year, December last year. I didn't think it would be so hard to get out of there, but trust me, it was quite difficult. The process is quite drawn out. Getting the paperwork together. The process is basically applying online through DFAT, Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. And there's a couple of different exemptions that you can go for. Some seem to be more successful than others. We went for the three months or more for a compelling reason. Basically, we had some property things that we had to sort out in Athens, so we had a good excuse. But I think the main thing is just having proof that you can support yourself while you're away. Not only that, but having the ability to prove that you've got a place to stay for 3 months. We had to show proof that we had deeds to a property. Alternatively, you can prove that you've got a rental contract or agreement, and basically either an income, like an employment contract, or the means to look after yourself during that time frame. But not an easy process at all. It was a long process of frustration and just the level of anxiety that you start to feel after a while, thinking, my God, I could be stuck here for who knows how long. And it's a bit noisy here. So the roads in Exemption are narrow, and the footpaths are extremely uneven. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so anyway, we probably submitted about 20 documents, and it seems to be a hit and miss as to who you get looking at your application to leave. It was back in with maybe 12 hours, which is pretty good, but it was not the decision that we were after. And it was pretty irritating to me, because I thought, well, this is pretty rock solid. I mean, I submitted about 20 documents, and it was just flatly rejected so quickly. So then what I did was I basically renamed all the supporting documents, the files that I submitted with the application, and basically labelled the file name as the proof. So whatever I put in my statutory declaration, I put as the file name, so they could link the evidence. Anyway, that's what I did on the 5th time. Not that I want to bore you with the other 4 times. If I can just sort of share with you what I did correctly. So I gave them probably too much evidence. I gave them bank account statements proving that we could support ourselves. Sorry, I proved that we had deeds to a property and all the other bits and pieces. So yeah, that's basically how we got out. And I was so relieved to get out, you have no idea. It's actually very stressful being or feeling like you're stuck in a country. And I'm not sure I agree with the decision that the government's taken on this. Once we hit Europe, you realise that Europe is open. People are getting about their lives, there's no lockdowns, not at the moment, hasn't been for a while. And I think governments realise that once you shut down an economy, very hard to kick that over. It's like shutting down a power plant. You shut down a generator, it doesn't kick over instantly. It takes quite a while to get that electricity pumping again. Economies are the same. So yeah, I'm not sure of the wisdom of the decision that they've taken, but I can certainly say it made life very difficult and stressful for us. And we were very, very pleased, relieved to get out, and absolutely the right decision to get out when we did. Don't regret it for 1 second. So yeah, so if I encourage you, if you've got the ability to get out, go, if that's what you want to do, because I think it's just going to get more and more difficult as time goes by. But anyway, after all that blabbing, we're finally at the markets, and I'll shoot some footage for you and you can have a look. So lots of fresh seafood. I'm not a huge fan of seafood, but Amy loves it. Grapes, eggs, eggplant. I mean, this is, if you want fresh, this is where you come. Plums, love plums. Greece just produces so many grapes, fresh produce, and cheap price compared to what you see in Australia. Australia is ridiculously exorbitant, and I think I've seen up to $14 for a kilogram of grapes, whereas here I can buy it for maybe, I don't know, maybe €1.20. So, and as I said, fresh as, absolutely delicious. So I would buy a couple of kilograms of tomatoes, lettuce. We have salad most nights, and most days we don't actually eat meat. Watermelon, yeah. Watermelon here is absolutely beautiful, and olives. Look at these babies. So, yeah, love shopping here. This is one of the highlights of my week. Avocados, rockmelon, and the locals enjoying the Saturday morning. So.